बाद में निकलना सुबह मत करना मिक्सर भी बंद करके रखा भूल गया मैं मोबाइल बॉस में आ रहा अच्छा हो तो देखना पड़ेगा ट्रांसपोर्ट में आया होगा सही समय पर क्या अभी कैसा बोल रहा
Om Shanti. Om Shanti. Good morning. Let's listen to the Avyakt Murli. These versions were being said on the occasion of the celebration of Diamond Jubilee. So Baba has said the way of celebrating this Diamond Jubilee and the revised date is 16th November 1995. Baba is seeing all his loving and cooperative children. What does he see during Amrit Vela? Baba fills each child with unlimited love. If the child is not able to observe the 100% love from the father, and there will obviously be some gap or some space due to which we will be drawn towards Maya in the form of love from people or from products or from things. Then children always complain that why does Maya come when we have become master almighty authorities? So Baba says, when children fill themselves with Baba's power, Baba's love, then there will not be any chance for Maya to attract you. Sometimes children say that they are not attached to anything, but they feel happy if they are here, or they feel they like the specialities of few souls. Baba says this is also a subtle form of attachment, that we like someone's specialities or we have some special preference for that soul because of some qualities. So Baba says celebrate the Diamond Jubilee as the year of being free from attachment. And before that, he had said to celebrate the previous year as the year which is free from anger. So many children had paid attention in order to get rid from anger, and they also experienced that they could gain victory over anger with the help of Baba. Baba wants to explain the connection between the anger and the attachment. When we are attached to something and when that desire is not fulfilled, then we get anger. That is why Baba says we need to become free from attachment in order to become anger free. Let's listen to the Murli. The essence of Murli, Bab Dada's desire is that the year of the diamond should be celebrated as the year of being free from attachment. Today, Bab Dada has come to meet his loving and cooperative children who constantly have the remembrance of the Father in their hearts. The Father has so much love for the children as the children have for the Father. Baba has come to meet his loving and cooperative children who constantly remember Baba from his heart, from their hearts. The Father has so much love for the children as the children have for the Father. The Father gives a lot of love to all the children equally, but the children imbibe that love according to their own capacity. And this is why the Father has to say love and remembrance number wise. Baba gives that love equally, whereas it depends on the capacity of the children to observe that love, because of which Father gives the love and remembrance number wise. However, at Amrit Vela, the Father gives number one love from his heart to all the children. And this is why the special time of Amrit Vela is especially for the children, because Amrit Vela is the beginning period of the whole day. These children, whose hearts imbibe love from the Father, at the beginning of the day are not attracted by any other love because their hearts are filled with God's love. This point has to be underlined. Baba says if their children could imbibe Father's love during Amrit Vela, then they will not be attracted towards any form of love from Maya. If according to your stage you don't completely fill your heart with love, if your heart is even a little empty, even if you have only imbibed a little love, then because there is still some space in your heart, you are attracted by many forms of love from Maya, either in the form of other people or in the form of material comforts. Maya attracts you with that love in both forms. Many children ask Bap Dada, why does Maya still come to us? Since you have become Master Almighty authorities, there should be no question of Maya coming to you. However, the reason for this is that at Amrit Vela, the beginning period, your hearts don't imbibe God's love to their full capacity. If something is only half full and there is still some space in it, there would definitely be some fluctuation. You wake up at Amrit Vela, you sit for remembrance, you have that aim, and you even say that you belong to the one Father, none other. Do you say this with your heart or with your lips? So then, what is the reason why your heart is attracted elsewhere? Your love must definitely be being pulled to other people or possessions, for this is why Maya pulls you. Your heart is not completely filled with God's love. Just think about it. If someone gives you a diamond in one hand and a ball of clay in other hand, which one would you be attracted to? You would be attracted to the diamond, not the clay. It's good to play with the clay, isn't it? So, what are waste thoughts? Are they diamonds or clay? You play with clay because you have developed that habit. What are other people? They are also made of clay, aren't they? The clay merges with the clay. They may be beautiful to look at, perhaps because of their faces, their specialities, their virtues. And so you say, I don't have any other attachment, I don't have any love as such. But this virtue of that one is very good. Therefore, you are slightly influenced by their virtues, and you say this one has many specialities for doing service, and therefore, because of that speciality of service, you have a little love for that one. You may not say it in words, because of that speciality of service, you have a little love for that one. You may not say it in words, but when you constantly have this thought about any person, any material comfort, you feel if this one or this thing were here, it would be very good. So, this is also attraction. Who is the bestower of that person's speciality in doing service? Is it that person or does the Father give it? Who gives it? It's okay to say that the person is very good, but at that time, when you see any speciality, virtue, or service of theirs, don't forget the bestower. Those people are also takers, not givers. Without belonging to the Father, could they have developed that virtue or speciality for service? Can they develop it? Or did they bring that speciality with themselves from the path of ignorance? Baba explains another subtle point here. The speciality in doing godly service cannot exist on the path of ignorance. On the path of ignorance, they may have a speciality or a virtue, but after coming into this knowledge, if they don't fill that virtue or speciality with knowledge, then the speciality or virtue cannot do as much a service on the path of knowledge. Baba says, even if someone has a speciality or a virtue, but if he has not filled that with the knowledge, then there cannot be the success. Even a natural virtue has to be filled with knowledge. So, who is that who fills with that knowledge? The Father. So, who is it a gift from? Who is the bestower? So, do you like the one who takes or do you like the bestower? So, why do you chase after those who take? You speak very sweetly to the father or dadis and you say, Dadi, I don't have any attachment at all. None at all. But because of this service, there is just a little. You say that you only have a little attachment and justify yourself in this way. However, no matter whether that attachment is to their virtue or service, if not today, tomorrow, where would that attachment lead you to? Some children are even pulled back to the old world by their attachments, but the majority of you don't go as far as back to the old world. Only a few return. For majority of you, this attachment takes you towards carelessness in your efforts. Then you think, well, this happens a little all the time anyways. You then start to justify yourselves to Baba. Baba, you don't exist in corporeal form. Even Brahma Baba has become Avyakt, and you are just a dot, a point of light. We have such large corporeal bodies and we have to do everything with our bodies. We have to move with our bodies, so we are corporeal, whereas you are subtle and incorporeal. So we need someone in a corporeal form. So children say that we need someone in corporeal form to support us. We may not need many people, but we do need one person. Don't you need one person? Do you need one person? Those sitting at the back, do you need one person? Just be careful, Bab Dada is asking whether you need one person. Don't you need one person or anyone? We only need one Baba. Of course, you have the Father. Sometimes many things come into your mind, so your minds become heavy. Until you make your minds light, you are unable to have yoga with the Father. So, what do you do then? Even Father has a question. What should you do when your mind is heavy and you are unable to have yoga? What would doctors say when you don't omit, but you do feel having nausea? If your stomach becomes heavy, you should vomit and let it out, and should you keep it with you? Doctors were in front of the Baba at that time. What would doctors say? You should vomit it out, should you not? Doctors also say you should vomit it out. Acha, they are the doctors of the body, all of you are the doctors of mind. So the doctors of the body have given their replies. Now the doctors of the mind speak. If there is some confusion in your mind, where should you vomit? Would you vomit in front of Baba? Go and vomit in Baba's room. Just think about it. Would you vomit in front of the Father? If not, then where would you vomit? Tell Baba of a place where you can vomit. Bab Dada takes the children's side and feels that at that time you definitely need someone. Tell Baba. What should you do if the Father doesn't listen to you? Tell Baba, what should you do if the Father doesn't listen to you? Because many children complain that they told Baba about something, but that Baba didn't listen to them and didn't reply. So what would you do then? In fact, if your hearts are full of God's love, godly powers, and godly knowledge, if there isn't even a little space, then there cannot be attachment or love for anyone else. Baba says if we have filled ourselves with God's love, God's power, and God's knowledge, then there will not be any slight space for anyone's support, or neither a situation comes where we get disturbed. In fact, if your hearts are full of God's love, God's powers, and godly knowledge, if there isn't even a little space, then there cannot be attachment or love for anyone else. Many of you say we don't have any attachment, but we do like them. So, what would you call that? You don't have any attachment, but you do like them. So, what is that? Should you be given so much freedom that you can like them without having any attachment? You can sit with them, talk to them, enable them to do service, you enjoy all of that. Should you be given that freedom? Those of you who think that you should be allowed a little freedom because you have not become complete yet and are still making effort, you should be given a little freedom. Raise your hands. You would not raise your hands now because you would be embarrassed. But if you feel you should be allowed a little freedom, you can write a letter and give that to Dadi privately. Don't say that you want to speak to Dadi for 5 minutes because time would be needed for that. Just write it on a piece of paper. Bap Dada will hold a gathering of those who wrote the letters. That would even be better. Acha, all of you are saying no, and this is being recorded on video. The video cassette that is being recorded of how you said no will be sent to you. Then why did you do it again? Will Baba have to send it to you, or will you keep yourself safe? Are you sure, or are you a little unsure and a little sure? Earlier you you were also told that this is the season to begin the Diamond Jubilee. Therefore, you have created many programs of conferences, lectures, melas for this season. However, Bapdada wishes to make one special program for this Diamond Jubilee. So, are you all ready for it? Bapdada wishes that whatever children he sees in the Diamond Jubilee, whether the child is 2 years old or 60 years old, even 2 months old, whether a teacher or a student, whether surrendered or living in a household, you all need to become free from attachment. All of you, together with the Father, have taken on the responsibility of purifying the elements with your purity in the year of the Diamond Jubilee. Is this your thought, or does the Father alone have to do all of this? Are you the companions of the Father? Your hands are a little hesitant in this. You become clever in this way. Don't do this. Bab Dada wants every child in the world to become free from any attachment to the facilities and other beings. You must not have any attachment to the facilities either. To use those facilities is one thing, and to have attachment is something else. So Bap Dada wants you to celebrate the next year as being free from attachment. He wants you to hold this function. Will you become his companions in the function? And you will not say later that this thing happened, will you? He wants you to hold this function. You will not later say that this thing happened, will you? No matter what the reason is, even if the Himalayas fall, would you move away from the side of falling Himalayas? Or do you have this much courage? Teachers, you should speak first. Your students are feeling happy because Bab Dada is saying something to you, their teachers. The teachers are always companions to give their cooperation. As you progress in today's world, the foundation of purity of all those souls who have called themselves religious souls, great souls, will shake a lot. Baba first asked the teachers, the students are also feeling happy because Baba is saying something to their teachers. It was also at such a time, at the beginning, when the Brahma Baba became an instrument, that he was insulted. Why was he insulted? It was because of the purity. Otherwise, in the earlier life of Brahma, no one would, even someone senior in age, had the courage to raise a finger to him. Such was his personality. However, because of the purity, he had to take insults. The newness of this godly knowledge is purity, and however, because of purity, he had to tolerate a lot. You say with so much intoxication, even the cotton wool is staying with the fire, it cannot catch fire. You issue this challenge. Those who are couples, raise your hands. So, are all of you couples issuing this challenge, or will there be a little fire and you will then extinguish it? Are there any couples in this gathering? You are challenging the whole world, aren't you? You tell the whole world in your lectures that without purity one cannot become a yogi or a jnani soul. This is your challenge, isn't it? Those couples who feel that they can issue a challenge in this way, raise your hands. It's good. There are many companions in this one group. So, what will you do in the Diamond Jubilee? Become free from attachment. You have already had the year of becoming free from attachment. But there are so many who had a little anger. However, this time he has allowed you to get away with a little of it. To all those who paid attention, whether from this land or abroad, Bab Dada gives even more than multi-million fold congratulations to those who have experienced their lives to be completely free from anger. Because the telephones of the intellects of those from this land and those from abroad are connected to Madhuban. All of you have a connection with the Madhuban, and those who have had this determination must have experienced receiving extra special help from Bab Dada. Now don't think that because you have finished being free from anger for a year, you are now free. No. When you experience yourself to be completely free from attachment, you will automatically become free from anger. Why do you get angry? If you are unable to fulfill whatever desire you have, if you are unable to attain whatever you want, you then get angry. The reason for the anger is that whenever you have thoughts, whether they are right or wrong, if they are not fulfilled, you get angry. For instance, you may want to take part in a conference or a function that is happening. And you feel, after all, when would I get the chance to do that again? You have a desire and you even give a signal for that. But if you are not given a chance, then you'd get irritated or not. Okay, you may not have had any gross anger for anyone, but what would you not have? Would you not have the waste thoughts about whoever refused you? So, this is not purity. You are allowed to offer yourself and give your ideas, but having offered your ideas, do not change those ideas into your own desires. When your thoughts take the form of desires, you become irritated. You still show anger through your words, and even you use your hands or feet. That is a very gross form of anger. However, give your ideas without any selfish motive. When your thoughts take the form of desires, you become irritated. So Baba says you may offer something that is not wrong, but don't go into why and what. Otherwise, it's all companions of jealousy and hatred will also follow. Therefore, if you have made the discipline of purity firm, if you have become free from attachment, you won't then have any attachment about what should happen. Let it not be that this should happen. If you offer something without any selfish motive, it will quickly reach others. If you offer something with a selfish motive or out of jealousy, that would further create anger. What will teachers do? 100% free from attachment. Speak yes or no. Foreigners say Hanji. You must not celebrate the Diamond Jubilee just like that. You have to show some newness in the Diamond Jubilee so that the eyes of the government open and they wonder, what's this? They should not be able to say no to anything. Instead, they should offer themselves. When there was the first conference of Mahamandaleshwar, so Baba reminds us of that one. When they came here, what did they offer? After taking the system of the Madhuban, after seeing the dedication of the surrendered brothers and sisters, when they met Prakashmani Dadiji, they said that they asked Dadiji to send Brahma Kumaris to their ashrams to handle that and to teach their followers what does the dedication or the feeling of surrenderedness mean. It should be just as when the Mahamandaleshwar came here, what did they offer? That Brahma Kumaris or Kumaris should run his ashram. He asked what this, didn't he? So all of the departments should propose that only you run their departments. To be able to make this practical is the Diamond Jubilee. However, do you remember your first promise? What would you wish to become? Free from attachment. Only then can all of this happen. If you continue to beat your children, how would your children become good? If you continue to become weak among yourselves, how would then the Mahatmas bow down at your feet? The stronger you make the pillar of purity, the more this pillar will work like a lighthouse. To the long lost and now found elevated souls in all the directions who are merged in the Father's heart, to those who surrender every desire of theirs and of others by being constantly obeying every order of the Father, to those who constantly make the pillar of their purity strong, to the special souls who spread the light of purity by being lighthouses, to those who make themselves free from attachment and there come close to the Father, to those who remain close to the Father, to such children, love, remembrance and namaste from the Bap Dada. To the children living abroad everywhere, to all the children everywhere, special love and remembrance from Bap Dada, because all of you always send your letters of love and remembrance. Special remembrance to those who have sent letters, and special love and remembrance to those who have sent their love and remembrance from their hearts. And the spiritual children also offer love and remembrance and say good morning namaste to the mother, father and Bap Dada. Blessing. May you be a victorious jewel whose intellect has faith and thereby stays unshakable even in any upheaval. I repeat, may you be a victorious jewel whose intellect has faith and thereby stays unshakable even in any upheaval. Faith and victory are very firm companions of one another. When there is faith, there is definitely victory because you have the faith that Father is the Almighty Authority and you are the Master Almighty Authorities. So, where else can victory go? Those whose intellect has such faith can never be defeated. When the foundation of faith is strong, no storm can shake it. To be unshakable even in the middle of some upheaval is known as victorious jewel whose intellect has faith. However, it's not just faith in the Father, but let there be faith in yourself and also in the drama. Slogan: a flying bird is the one who stays free from all bodily relations and makes an effort to become an angel. Today's Avyakt signal. Bab Dada gives special signals to children that children, you need to light the fire of being a fast effort maker and let your remembrance take the form of a volcano. Whatever the karmic accounts with regard to the minds and the relationships which are existing, that should be finished off with the fire of the remembrance. Baba says the fire of the remembrance will finish off the corruption and the fire of all the vices, and with this you will be able to extend your support to all the souls, because of which there will be the wave of the unlimited disinterest of this old world. Okay, Om Shanti. So this was the Avyakt Murli of Baba. Today's evening meditation will be in the conference hall. From tomorrow onwards, Murli class and Amrit Velo also will be in the conference hall.